journal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano, and it is Friday. Finally. Doesn't mean anything to me, but maybe for some of you who are out there working real hard, it means a lot. I don't know. Let's move this camera back into pose-ish. We don't want to see the private sector over there. Yeah, no, forgot. See, I was doing something else today and had to move stuff around. There we go. Nice blob of white light down there. That should be the alien head that was usually hanging on the wall, but so be it. We're here, we're alive, and that's all that matters. And I have to go brush my teeth right after I play a video here, or right as I play a video here. But anyway, tonight's show's got a lot of mixture, a lot of serious stuff we're going to talk about, and we're going to have some fun at the same time, because it's Goof On. Last night, on 1028 Productions, this is unbelievable. Yeah, I'm really grateful that I'm allowed to play this. Doc Skinner had on former presidential detail Secret Service agent talking about Nazis and UFOs. We're going to play a few minutes from there. From that clip. All right, let me grab the old chat room. I got to put this where it needs to be because I can't do it until the show starts. Because it won't let me, that's why. God. Why do you have to know? You don't have to know everything I do. I'm really glad that the week is over and we're starting the weekend because I know how much it means to you people. But those of you who work out there in the real world, must be nice. Must be nice, you know? Hope you're not freezing. I know that winter is creeping along the country, and some of you may not have heat. Snuggle up to somebody you trust, huh? Just get real friendly and just grab a blanket, smoke a bowl, do something. Do something. I gotta stop with that New York accent. It's not even real. No, it is. I don't want it anymore. I don't want it. It doesn't need to be in my life. It served its purpose. Now leave me. Stupid accent. I'm sorry. I know I got a lot of New Yorkers, East Coast people out there. Look, I've been out here for 42 years. It's about time the frickin' accent. Well, you know, I hang out with like-minded people who speak like-mindedly, voicely. Well, they speak like me, but voice. They speak a lot voice. Anyway, I'm playing around. Got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. So why don't we do this? At the top of the next hour, we're going to go over to Third Phase of Moon, and we're going to listen in to the premiere. Maybe 5 after. But we're going to do something a little different. They got a premiere going, and it was from their radio show, and I want to listen in. I think it'd be nice to eavesdrop on their live premiere. Why not? You know what I'm doing tonight? I'm taking from everybody. I'm taking from Doc. I'm taking from Third Phase of Moon. Who doesn't? I don't know. Maybe I'll go to Jaime Maussan's little website over there and see what he's got in the closet. I think we should go over to Jaime's place. No, not now. He doesn't have anything for me to drink. I had a coffee for you. I made the coffee. Frickin' A, this guy. All right. What time is it? Roll call! Dark Hour Paranormal. You were the first. Welcome to the show. Arno Redmeyer. Welcome to the show. Off-World Adam. Off-World Adam? Oh, there you are. Hey, DJ, so nice. You know the rest. Welcome. The Bee's Nest Films. What's up? How you doing? You guys doing okay? Serious mode just kicked in. I want to welcome John Sports Cards to the show. Thank you for coming here and spending some time with the family. Lori Oliphant. Nice to see you, Lori. I hope things are going well. How's Mom? Andy Cowley. It's a pleasure to meet you, my friend. I think I've seen you here once or twice. Welcome to the show. No, I'm serious. It's a real serious show right now. We got to have a serious tone. Chemical Summer, how are you? So glad to meet your acquaintance again. Nice to see you here. Who else is here? Tina Mobley. Yeah, all right, I'm done. Nice to see you. Welcome, you can make it to the show. Very happy to see you. Mr. D.B. Cooper, 77. Nice of you to stop by. Very happy to see you, too. Hope your weekend starting off on the right foot, my friend. I'm on the right foot. Mike Gematria. Bet you he's from the East Coast. If not, he lives in L.A. Coral Ann in the TV set. How you doing, Coral? Nobody turned you off yet? Can't get out of that TV. Welcome to the show, Coral. We saw you singing. Well, picture anyway. I think you were singing, but you were doing something for Santa and the kids. I don't know what it was, but it was very, very Christmassy. IR Film. Very nice to see you. Welcome to the program. Ava Wern. Hey. I'm just responding to your Hey Rich. Hey, Wreakin' Havoc is here, everybody. Wreakin' Havoc. Wreakin' Havoc 2. Hut. It's a serious show. Isaac Kennedy, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Glad you could be here. Tonight's show is going to be having a more serious tone. The last time I tried to be serious, everybody laughed at me. So we're going to try it again. Hey, Crash. Oh, it's hot to see on there. Crash Burnova. Welcome to the show. Blue Chicken. What would life be without Blue Chicken here? Boring. Eric. 81872. How are you this evening? Good to see you. Tina. To come forward. Smoke up, everybody. Oh, I thought it said Tina. I think I smoked a little too much before the show. It's time to come forward. That's great name. Good for you to get that name. That's brilliant. Welcome to the show. I don't think I've ever met your acquaintance. And you came through the front door respectfully. You don't know what that means yet, but it means nothing. Hey, First Floor Audio, welcome to the show. How are you today? Killy Billiams. Wait. Killy Billiams. Billiams. Killy Billiams. Do you smoke weed, Mr. Rich? Of course I do. And I've even got me one of these pens that's like 90% concentrate. THC. If I did that, remember when I did it the first time on the show? I couldn't talk. I couldn't talk. Really? Well, what's the difference between then and now? Not much, I know. Hey. Lee, oh, I thought I saw Lee. Stuart Blodwell's here. Welcome to the show. Missy! I gotcha. Okay. It didn't look the same. It didn't have the same effect as it did when I practiced that. Red Panda! The man who shares my brain. Good to have you back here. Stargate Traveler, I was looking for you. Found you. Traveling around the solar system, are you? Oh, yeah? Yeah. I saw you over at the Andromeda Galaxy. Yeah, I saw you. Talking to Boba Fett. He owes me money. Frickin' Mandalorians. Unbelievable. All they want to do is take. And what do? They leave the helmet on, they never take it off. I want to look into the eyes of a Mando. I still didn't watch last night's episode, well, tonight's episode, but you can watch it after midnight Thursday, you know. I'm really mad I didn't watch it. I was going to watch it, and then I fell asleep. Are we done with the roll call's 4 minutes overdue? Holy crap. Cashew Gesundheit. I can't forget the Easy Beast 144. A lot of new people here tonight. You're going to be let down. You might as well just leave. You're not going to get it. I promise you. Didn't I tell everybody it's going to be a boring show? Unsub. Don't like. No, like. Please. Don't do that to me. I don't deserve it yet. So I put into the intro tonight, the UFO paradigm shift is happening now. Hey, Mystery Exchange, a $5 super chat. Are you serious already? Thank you so much. I forgot. Super chat, it all goes right back into the machine. That's the computer I showed you yesterday. Mystery Exchange. Thank you so much. Extreme Generoso. Extreme Generoso. Thank you. I love it. I don't get it, but I appreciate it. I mean, really. I mean, what are we doing tonight? Right? Do you want to go to the movies? There's nothing to see. It's awful, whatever's in the theater. Gonna go bowling? Catch Co? What are you gonna do? Catch Co? You don't want to go bowling and be inside that place with all the Co? What else are you going to do tonight? Netflix? You've seen everything. Amazon. Amazon. Why would you say that? Prime. Well, you can watch the UFO report. There's several episodes where I'm in it and the rest of the panel. Just go to Amazon Prime. It's free if you got Prime. 50 episodes. Come on. I'm in, I don't know, 5 or 6 because I just came on board. Dave Scott's going to be on there, Doc Skinner, Dr. J, even Apollo Asteria. And is UFO Proof, did he make it there? I don't think he made it. No, he fell short. That's funny. But you can go check out UFO Report on Amazon Prime. It's beautiful. They did a good job with it. And more, we're just going to keep shoveling it and shoveling it. I say we, I mean Third Phase of Moon. Well, we, part of that team. Third Phase, there might be a video tonight. A little one. A little video later on tonight. So my show ends at, I'm getting to it, the CIA guy. I'm getting to it. Just calm down. Holy mackerel, you going to get to the CIA guy? I'm like, yeah. Now I forgot what I was saying. You see what you did? Twitter? Bastards. This is why I can't get along with Twitter. You know why. You know why. I did the show. Was it yesterday? We talked about it yesterday. You know. There's something different about Twitter ufology. UFO Twitter. It's bizarre. It's the bizarro world over there. Balloons are now UFOs. Did you know? You knew, right? I don't like the way this light's going. You like this light? Let's make it more skin friendly. I got a tan now. Woo! It's a hot one today. No, they just think differently, man. It's bizarre. The UFO Jesus is doing everything to do the opposite of what he used to do now. It is unbelievable, the transformation. That you can't believe him. You can't believe them. I don't believe it's honest. I believe he still believes the way he believes, but now he's just trying to get people talking. That's what these guys do. They see a downward spike in views, and they got to say something that they normally wouldn't say. Oh, my God, did you hear what Ryan said? Who's Ryan? UFO Jesus. Well, why didn't you say that? Because he's Ryan now. I didn't even know he was Ryan then. Just say UFO Jesus. Okay. $3 super chat from Tino Mobley. Aw, it's a super sticker. My hero. Oh, he looked like a man. Oh. What did the alien look like? Oh, no. He had a bigger eye. I can't do it today. No. Did he have a nose? Oh, no. He had something. Thank you for that $3 super sticker, chat. That's freaking awesome. I love stickers. Let's get to the show. I was going to say something and it slipped my mind again. You know when you have that happen? It's like you go to say something, you look at something or hear something, it distracts you for that millisecond, and the next thing you know, thoughtless. So the CIA guy that, I'm sorry, I take that back. We will be hearing from a CIA guy tonight too. A video that was sent to me from a listener. I'll pull up your name here in a second. Who was it? If I get the name wrong, that's sad. I'm in the wrong email. Hold on. I don't know if he wants me to say his name, but I'll say it's MJ. Anyway, it's John O'Brennan on life in the CIA. I think he talks about UFOs. Yet I have skimmed through almost the entire episode, and I have yet to hear any talk on UFOs. I go minute to minute to minute to minute, and he's not real exciting. He talks, he talks down like this. And we were in the CIA, and it's not that he's having a problem remembering what to say or thinking of what to say. It's just the way this guy talks, and it's brutal, B-R-oodle. But I'm real appreciative of you guys sending me these things and these videos, these links. Just keep sending them. If I don't get back to you, it's not on purpose. I may not get back to you for a week or two. I may get back 5 minutes. That's how wickedly weird my life can be when it comes to UFOs. That's not weird. I'm just saying that. You know what that is? It's irresponsible. I'm going to make an effort to try to get to everybody every day. I've been trying and it's not working. I do want, though, you to keep sending me stuff. Capiche? Really? You know what? Before we get to the CIA guy, hold on a second here. Okay. Wait a second. Something, what is going on? This is weird. I don't know how I missed this. And if I hit that button, will it show up on... Okay, it's not going to show up on your side. I've got to check this out. This may be very exciting. For me. Let me see.
What the hell?
Oh, that's the UFO sighting. That's right.
What is that?
I don't know. But I'm going to show you guys this video. Whoa. Huh. So, the other day on... Look, you're going to hear it all the time. I was on third phase of moon. Third phase. Just get used to it. We had a little roundtable discussion, and it was about the Tucker Carlson interview that they talked about UFOs, and it was also about this UFO that this woman says has been flying over her garden, and I'm telling you, without looking at it, it can't be a drone. It's close enough you would hear it. This is a really good UFO sighting. I'm going to show it to you. Now. Yeah. Yep. I already got it ready.
What the hell?
So let me get it. I'll play it a couple of times. But wait a second. Where is... I need that interview. Okay, hold on. You guys, it's coming. Now I got to get third phase. I got to get our little roundtable discussion. The discussion was really good. I don't know if you guys heard. I'm just putting it up there. Let's see. Yeah, did the president hint at full UFO disclosure? We're going to talk about that. I wasn't on the show. I was on the end, like the last 10 minutes, 8 minutes maybe, because I had no signal, didn't know the phone number to call in, and then I found the phone number. Well, anyway, here's the sighting. I know, I'm all over today. I do apologize. Here we go. And that's it.
What is that?
I don't know.
What is that? What is that?
No noise.
What the hell?
Guys, I'm telling you, I know you want to say it's a drone, but that's in the yard next door. I can hear my drone at 800 feet away. This is not a drone, so I don't even want to hear it.
What the hell? What is that? What is that?
What is that? That is not a drone. Believe me, yes, there can be drones that look like that, but they don't, and they're loud. Okay? This is one of the coolest sightings I've seen in a very long time. Now, I don't know what you know? I don't know your history in this world, but I could only tell you what I know. Right? There was a story several years ago in Brazil. I think it was 86, maybe, I don't know. But these UFOs attacked them. Okay? There were little ones that were 6 inches across. There were bigger ones, 25 feet across, and so on. In the 80s, and I don't know if you have this, but I have these videos with all this stuff on it. In the 80s, there was a woman who had health issues. Okay? And she said she had a visitation from a 3-inch UFO. About 3 inches. She said it went over her body. It stopped on her chest. It was red. And when she went back to the doctor, he says, I think it was cancer, to be honest with you. It was something pretty serious. And it wasn't, her outcome wasn't good. And the doctor said, you're in full remission. She told him about the UFOs. Don't let this deter your brain from thinking that's not a UFO. Because it can be. There are small ones. That's the point of the story. There are little ones. She said it came through her window and hovered on top of her chest. And then it lifted up, went over her head. I think it even did a little crop, like a hair circle, and then went out the window. It gave her a nice haircut. I don't know, but it saved her life. She had a UFO do. She had a UFO do. Wait, a UFO do. A hairfo. So when you see this object here, do what it does, and then it lands or goes beyond the trees, the wall, and she sounds legitimately curious. Just listen to her reaction. That's what I love. I love it all. This is at first I was very skeptical because I said drone immediately, but you can't hear a darn thing, Ella. You can't. So let's play it. I'll give you full screen. I'm nice today. Full screen? No. See, that's the weird thing.
What is that?
I don't know. You don't hear it.
What is that?
I don't know. You don't hear it. So why is this UFO landing or going beyond?
What is that?
You know what I mean? It makes you want to say it's a drone. There's no sound. Unless,
what is that?
The only way this is not what it is, with some editing. Maybe somebody, listen to this. Here's how you could debunk this one, right? What if this is what's happening? Somebody recorded that, put it on their editor, muted it, and then had some woman say, "What is that?" and walk around on some leaves and make it sound like it's her. So you don't hear the drone. Capiche? Hey, it's a one capiche show. So you don't hear the drone. They dubbed in a voiceover. That's the only way, but that didn't happen. Actually, I don't know. It could have. There's people out there who are real hyenas. They're real a-holes, man. They'll do anything to trick you, me, Third Phase, the whole lot of us. I got a feeling we're being fooled. You want to know why? Because I don't know. Because I think it's a drone. I think we're being tricked. It's too good to be true. And when they're too good to be true, I don't believe it. I don't. I don't want to be duped. All right, let's watch it one more time. Let's see if the sound matches up to what's happening. I think it does. But is the sound of her voice in that environment? These are the things that you got to listen for. Goof on University. Come on. Remember that class?
What the hell?
I don't know.
What is that?
I don't know.
What is that?
I don't know.
What is that?
I said I don't know. First of all, we got to stop saying, did you hear that? What was that? What is that? Say it to yourself. All right?
What the hell? What is that? What is that? What is that?
I think we got a real UFO.
What?
Look, you can only go by what's in front of you. If the sound was fixed to trick us, then so be it. There's people out there that can act like they're scared. I just did it. What is that? Oh my God, no way. Oh my God. Are you all right? You see my eyes darting? Because I'm imagining I'm looking at a person who got hurt. It's so easy. Acting is the easiest thing. But that was a real lady. That was a real UFO sighting, and I loved it. That's one of my favorite ones of the year because there is no way that's a drone because you can't hear it. She's there in that environment. It hasn't been altered. I'm sure of that. COVID. And she's not gaining anything out of it. She's got, you know what I mean? She doesn't have any bad thought. I'm going to hoax something. It's a grown woman. All right. So the next one. Wait a second. Where is it? Oh no, it wasn't. It wasn't a sighting. It was what Tucker Carlson said. So I'm going to play the radio show portion of what these guys talked about the sighting you just saw. Let's hear what they think. I'm always curious as to what my fellow panelists are thinking. Did you hear there's a new Chop 2.0? That Chaz thing that was happening during the you know what? Oh, and then I have a video about a kid who was reincarnated. He thinks he's a reincarnated alien from Mars. That was sent to me by a listener. I loved what's going on. Do you know the paradigm shift? All right, we're going to talk about the paradigm shift right after this. I promise you. Because you're not thinking properly about what I'm thinking about. You're thinking the paradigm shift. I'm talking about a real paradigm shift that I can't even say that. I'll give it away. I'm real excited to tell you what this paradigm shift is really about. All right, here I go. I'm going to play from the radio show. We're just going to play it. It's good. This is good. I'm real impressed with my panelists, my friends. You know, we've come a long way. I'm going to play the video. No, I'm joking. I got you. You see? All right, here we go. Tucker Carlson.
Live, and we're going to also discuss the breaking news in
What is
regards
Blake
to
doing
what
on Tucker Carlson
spoke about on his show. USOs, triangular-shaped UFOs coming out of the water. This is insane stuff, including what the president spoke about. Is he going to declassify everything? This is going to be a wild ride. Buckle up, everybody. It's Thursday the Moon, so let's get to it.
I'm buckled, baby. Stu Gerson. Hey, we got 101 people in here.
In regards to this breaking news,
what show is this?
Donald Trump stated that he agrees with possibly
why is anybody here? I said it's going to be a boring show.
UFOs? Is it along these lines as well? We're going to get disclosure before the next month?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. If this
that's Doc Skinner.
Do is his legacy of the ends, declassifying everything. Excuse me. It's a long time coming. If it's true, I hope so. I think the public is ready, and
we are ready.
We already know. I mean,
no, we're not.
It's intriguing. I'm really kind of excited, but I'm a little worried. I'm scared at the same time.
Me too, Doc.
It's an uncertainty, but if he is to do it, he will go down in history. That is for sure. I'm just sitting on pins and needles, waiting to see what's going to happen, like everyone else.
Do you think that the president is going to give us full disclosure on everything? No. Do you know how bad that would be for him, his family, even the dog? That's it. That's it. You want to talk about deflate? Nah, that's the end. I mean, seriously, dude. You can't. There's no way the president's going to do disclosure that way. There's only one or two ways disclosure can happen, and one of them isn't good. Let's see. Now, Dr. J is on, I think.
Absolutely, Doc. It's insane because I spoke to a friend of mine in the FBI. I asked him, so the president, he could declassify.
By the way, don't think he's lying. He does have a friend, a longtime friend that's in the FBI, all right? So you want to talk about, having inside information. Paradigm shift. Oh, I almost just told you.
By anything, and he's still president. He's got the power, and he 100% agreed that he could actually declassify everything. I would suggest to Donald to go to Area 51, go over there in his Air Force One, go to Area 51 and open up the doors. Show us what's really going on. This technology, give it to us, give it to the people, and it'd be basically an amazing thing if he could possibly pull it off. Dr. J from Dr.
You can't do that. You just can't open up the doors. I know what you're saying, but they would never let him in anyway. They would never let the president. What are they going to do? Shoot the president down? Yes. They will kill the president. He's a part-timer. He's not a lifer. They don't give a crap about the president. That's why he doesn't get debriefed on anything that's non-essential. Non-essential. If they're look, no, we're not going to get into the threat again. I know. There isn't a threat, but there is. All right, let's hear what Dr. J has to say.
Dr. J, Radio Live, what are the implications of this? What would you suggest Trump to do?
Exactly.
Well, it'd be awesome, incredibly awesome for everybody in the truth movement if that was to happen. Unfortunately, I don't see it happening for a few reasons.
Hey, before he goes any further, let me tell you something. It really is almost the best way to do it. Like a Band-Aid right off. Just get it out. Let people freak out. Okay, the truth is out there. Let the dust settle after, who knows, a couple of days, a week. It really won't last forever. After the dust settles, guess what happens? The aliens, they start fixing everything. Our infrastructure. We finally get the hoverboard you always wanted. Oh, yeah, I know. We'll be healthier. They'll give us provitamins and age regression therapy, the whole thing. They'll give it to us all because we deserved it. We earned it as humans, haven't we? Haven't we suffered enough? Come on, man. I want it to happen, but that's not really the way to go. You can't just pull it off like a Band-Aid. See, everybody's worried in the government that if you do that, everything's going to go crazy. The stock market, people are going to die. You know what? Let the people who killed themselves, let them go. Get the dumb people away. Good, go. Get out. You're going to kill yourself now? When aliens are here, you're worried about that. It would be scary. It would be scary. You don't think it will, but it will be freaking scary. Because in the back of everybody's mind, we're going to think they're going to kill us. That's exactly why things have been going the way they've been going in movies and comic books and video games. See alien, kill alien, bad alien. All right, we had E.T. You got a nice one, right? Any other? No, mutants don't count. No, mutants, only if they're from another planet. And I'm not talking comic books. I'm talking the real. Here's what Dr. J says about whether having disclosure, like having Trump open the doors to Area 51 and say, show me what you got. How would the implications affect people on Earth?
Well, first of all, we have to worry about the weapons that could come about from this technology. And then also keep in mind my contacts from Roger Stone to Corsi to Lieutenant Colonel General Flynn, all the members of CIA, Secret Service, DIA, FBI, NSA, etc. I haven't heard enough chatter about that per se, as opposed to other things that are going to be declassified. If this was going to be declassified, it would be at the end of the 8th year, and that wouldn't be quite yet, whether it be in 2024 or in 2028, assuming that's what happens down the line. Also, let's keep in mind, ever since the Freedom of Information Act, all of the craft, such as the sport model, etc., that Bob Lazar worked on, have now been into private hands. This is why Bob Lazar was hired by EG&G, and not too long ago, George Knapp even stated that Bob Bigelow is now in possession of a lot of the stuff that used to be at S4. So I don't know if the president can actually show us the craft because they are being protected by private corporations.
Exactly right. If anybody has this technology and they want to keep it a secret from our government to the president, all it has to do is be a private corporation, and they don't have to tell anybody anything. So I believe this is happening. There's technology that exists, but it's not in the public hands just yet. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's interesting. I'm showing the tweet that the president says he agrees with possibly declassifying everything. So you're looking at it. It's interesting stuff.
Yeah, but he's not saying he's going to. He just agrees that it should be declassified, right? And I thought we were going to talk about the sighting. All right, it's next. So here's the sighting. We'll show you one more time and we'll hear what they have to say. I mean, do we really need to hear what they have to say? We know what they're going to say. It is a drone, it's not a drone. I don't hear it. Ugh. I told you it wasn't going to be a good show.
What is that?
I don't know.
What is that?
I don't know.
What is that?
I don't know.
What the hell?
It was shot over there in London. I'm looking at this. We're going to get some close-up shots of it. When people say that they see these UFOs so close they could throw a stone at it, this is one of those cases.
Dr. J, did he say?
Yeah, I am actually, during this broadcast, I've been having it on loop, watching it over and over and over again. And it is, I don't know what to say about this one. It looks like a triangle, but you would think a large-sized triangle. But then it veers down literally into the backyard of the neighbor next door, and it fades away. I've never seen anything like this. And you can see, because there's this huge roof, and it's coming down on the side of the roof, and we're seeing it. It's literally less than maybe 40 yards away, maybe less than that. It's literally the backyard next door. What is this? I thought maybe some kind of flare, but they're zooming in on it. You see some detail to it. This is a dumbfounding video. I'm just going to say that. I don't know what to say. It's like a transparent triangle that shrinks and vanishes. I don't know. I have no clue.
Yeah, we're still scratching our heads over here at Third Phase of Moon, but one thing I got to say is what's very interesting is the fact that this thing passes right over her head. She doesn't know what it is. She's like, oh my God, what is this? But you don't hear anything. So this rules out any kind of drone, in my opinion. And then it has this, it changes. It has this morph. It transfers from like a saucer to this triangular shape with these geometric lights underneath it. Dr. J, what's your thoughts on this?
This very well could be the Space Force that we're looking at, because as we've known from Bob Lazar and other people, that we have been reverse engineering extraterrestrial craft. And these days, it's kind of hard when we're looking at something anomalous to say, is this non-terrestrial or is it ours? This craft, silent and very quick, and not to mention not quite a conventional shape. It definitely looks like a triangle, but at the same time, at another angle, I'm not even quite sure. Is it a triangle with possibly more structure on top? Is it more of a pyramid? That's another reason, just like Doc, I've been having this play multiple times as we've been talking here.
We're getting...
Yo, a drone! Anyway, it's interesting. Yeah? Yeah. Well, all right. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. What do I know? But there's one more? One more somebody has to say something about it? Let's see.
Getting a close-up look at this video. I'm looking at the underbelly of this thing, and you're exactly right, Dr. J. It changes.
I don't know. That's drone-ish. Hey, yo, a drone.
The shape is very bizarre, but it has these geometric lights underneath it. I'm slowing it down. I'm trying to figure out what it is, Dr. J. Do you think this is a drone?
Okay. Did you see what happened here? Did you see what just happened? We're being duped. This is a reflection. I knew it. Watch. When we get over here, I'm going to put this in slow motion. The lights disappear. Like a reflection. Oh my God, did I just figure this out? Or as they say in Canada, did I just figure this out? Let's go slow, everybody. All right. Oh, I'm excited. I think I may have broken another one, Ollie.
That we're looking at.
Not this one, the next version. Dude, are you sure? Yeah, I can't. Okay, watch it now. Watch here. It's gonna disappear. I'm pretty sure I'm right. That's why we can't hear it. Watch it. Oh, watch it come over now. They're gonna disappear because it's getting out of vision. Watch. 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 Here it comes. They're gonna start disappearing. See? They disappeared. Oh wait, they're still there. Oh, very interesting. Very interesting. They actually stayed in the area. I think this is a reflection. I do. No, it can't be. Because she's outside watching this. She's on her phone. It stays there, I think. Watch. It's still there. Wow, that's wicked. I know I'm gonna hurt myself. I have to hear. I could have sworn that was a reflection, kids. Okay, here we go. It seems like it's a reflection somehow, but you can still see it. The lights are right there and right there. There, look, 2 of the lights there. There's one down here. There's also one back here. They're still there. But there's no structure. Look, you can barely see that one, 2 there. This is wicked. Hey, AM, PM. Well, what's your rush? Huh? What's your rush? Where you going? Got somewhere else to be? Unbelievable. We're talking about something and they're like, You know, this is the type of person who goes to a comedy club and laughs at the wrong time and heckles the comedian. You know what I mean? That's you, AM, PM. Heckler. Stop heckling me. That's what's going on. Stop heckling me. What did I do? Oh, you only came on to give people something to talk about for 2 hours. You know what? Because of AM, PM, I'm not going to play it now. I can't go through it in 8 minutes because in 10 minutes we're going over to the live premiere on Third Phase of Moon. I guess. We'll take a peek over there just to see what's going on. Nope, not going to play him right now. That's your fault, not mine. I was just about ready to surprise you with the CIA guy, but... Oh, okay. You know what? I apologize, AM, PM. I'm going to play the CIA guy. You know why? Because you got to have a little moxie to do that at GoofOn. You got to have a little moxie. So, I appreciate the moxie. CIA guy, you got it. Here he is. He's just about to talk about something that is pretty secretive when it comes to UFOs. I think.
Members of the oversight committees, Republican and Democrat, would put their party affiliation outside the door when they conducted those oversight activities. Unfortunately, over the last 15 years or so, I see more and more partisanship going on inside of those committees. So if there's any way that there can be, going back to a bipartisan approach to intelligence and national security oversight, I would strongly recommend it. Because right now the House Intelligence Committee is just fractured beyond any type of reasonable, work that it can do. Unfortunately, I think the Senate has stayed together, but there's still a lot of partisanship, and it needs to rid itself of that.
The Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act set up courts to oversee decisions about wiretapping, right, and citizen loss of privacy. How would you change that system, if at all?
Well, when I was at CIA, I really didn't have to get involved in the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, FISA applications and programs. This is something that the FBI was involved in, and because.
But you know a lot about it, right? I mean, how would you improve the system?
Well, I think there have been a number of revelations as a result of the investigations that have gone on about the Russian investigation, revealing that there was not the type of rigor and the checking and double checking of the information that goes into those FISA applications. And so without just totally overhauling...
I thought this was the UFO part. I know it was.
I know OPM has done some things, but some U.S. of the different types of other sources of information that come into the agency for the analysts to go through. I served as a State Department political officer in Saudi Arabia early in my career, and so I was quite familiar with Department of State capabilities and cables, also open source information. So I think it was my exposure to a lot of these areas of sources and acquisition that I think allowed me to put into context the worth, as well as to allow me to very rigorously scrutinize the reliability, the accuracy, as well as the access of the individuals or the systems that are actually obtaining the intelligence.
So let's say we take a concrete issue. The Navy has reported that a lot of its pilots have seen unidentified flying objects. And if you're tackling that as a CIA director or someone who works there, what is it you would sift through and interpret? How would that go?
Well, I've seen some of those videos from Navy pilots, and I must tell you that they are quite eyebrow raising when you look at them. And you try to ensure that you have as much data as possible in terms of visuals, also different types of maybe technical collection of sensors that you have at the time. But then you also, I believe it's important to reach out into other environments and find out, well, were there any type of weather phenomena at that time that might have in fact created the appearance of the phenomenon that you're looking at? Were there some things that were happening sort of on the ground, or other types of phenomena that again could help explain what seems to be quite a mystery as far as what it is there? But I think the important thing for analysts to do is not to go into this type of challenge, either discounting certain types of possibilities or believing in advance that it is likely X, Y, or Z. You really have to approach it with an open mind, but get as much data as possible and get as much expertise as possible brought to bear.
So at the end of all that sifting and interpreting, what do you think is the most likely hypothesis?
I don't know. When people talk about it, is there life, other life besides what's in the States, in the world, the globe? Life is defined in many different ways. I think it's a bit presumptuous, if not arrogant, for us to believe that there's no other form of life anywhere in the entire universe. What that might, be is, I think, subject to, a lot of different views. But I think some of the phenomena we might be seeing continues to be unexplained, and might in fact be some type of phenomenon that is the result of something that we don't yet understand, and that could involve some type of activity that some might say constitutes a different form of life.
But being an agnostic, you don't think it's...
I'll get to that agnostic question in a second, but I did want to touch on a few things. First of all, I understand it looks like this guy is lying. And this is John, isn't this John O'Brennan? Yeah. And this guy talks a lot on the circuit everywhere. What I think is, and I do what he's doing. When I used to not have the camera in front of me, you'll see me do this sometimes, right? I mean, I used to talk like that all the time, just talking down to the microphone, just thinking. I'm focusing on what I'm saying. And he's got a lot of uncomfortable mannerisms that I see, not comfortable maybe being on this show. Maybe he didn't want to be on the show. Maybe he just got in an argument with his partner, or maybe the dog just died and he had to do this. There's a lot of factors we don't know. But it's hard to listen to, because he's kind of almost mumbling, and he does have a lot of suspicious movements. We just don't know what led to this suspicious movement, other than he was in the CIA and he's talking publicly again. This isn't abnormal for him, so I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. He could be very deceptive on purpose. I went to put my elbow down. There was nothing there. Yeah, he may be one of those guys trying to switch it on us, make us think something that's not really, All right, let's finish up here.
It's something supernatural.
Well, supernatural. Again, it's in the eye of the beholder. What
does that mean? Eye of the beholder. He asked them, could this be, what did he say? Paranormal? Damn it. I was reading the chat.
Natural.
Supernatural.
Again, it's in the eye of the beholder.
He gets real red. He gets flustered, and he's like, come on, man. It's like, what a stupid question it sounds like he's thinking he's going to say right now, right?
Again, I'm not going to discount things. That's why I'm an agnostic as opposed to an atheist. I just want to leave my mind open as to what something might be. But who knows what these things might be.
Now, as I understand how the CIA works, inside the CIA buildings, you in essence have a workplace without smartphones for security reasons. As a manager, what have you learned about the effect of smartphones on our workplace?
Well, it's a relatively recent technological development as far as smartphones and Fitbits and other types of things.
What's that, Grandpa?
Even though I grew up in an era when we didn't have all of this technology at our fingertips, I have come to understand just the power of technology and how it can be used to advance one's objectives, but also it can be used by adversaries to exploit, to gain access in certain...
That's what I said. That's why the Tim McShillen balloon UFO from the deflate.org is so not real. Because they're not supposed to have telephones on F-18s. And if that person in that video, where's... I don't want to play this anymore. Can I go? Because in Tim McMillan's little photo, so one of the pilots took out their cell phone. No, they didn't. Here we go. Premiere on Third Phase.
Welcome back to Third Phase with Blake Cousins, and we're doing it again. The live radio show is on. People are lining up. People want to share their stories in regards to the UFO phenomenon. And let me tell you, it's very strange. It seems that the major media does not want to touch the public's UFO evidence. They don't even want to touch anything unless it's military. That's what Third Phase Moon's all about. We're taking the calls from the public because if it isn't for Third Phase Moon, there is nobody talking about this UFO subject matter except right here.
That was
taking
weird.
The calls, sharing the UFO videos. Again, the major media doesn't want to touch it. They only want to touch military testimony or military evidence, not from the public, you, the people. And that's what we're going to do. We got a lot of things coming up in this episode. We got a lot of callers. We're going to take the testimony. We're going to take the UFO evidence. But we're also going to take what people want to hear is UFO videos as well. But we also have some updates in regards to Mexico. Jaime Maussan has invited Third Phase Moon to collaborate the evidence coming in America, and we're going to share it with Jaime Maussan over there in Mexico. I guess 1 out of 2 family members in Mexico are watching Jaime's show.
Oh my
God. So Third Phase Moon is going to blow up in South America. This is incredible. We're going to be showing you the trailer for an update in regards to a new streaming platform.
I didn't know.
Covering all of Third Phase of Moon material. It's going to be incredible. So buckle up, everybody.
I knew they were talking to Jaime Maussan, but I didn't think they were going to go down there for real. Oh my God. When?
Is Third Phase of Moon, Blake Cousins, and we're going to be taking your calls. So let's just get to it. Let's get to the first caller.
I want to hear about
really
Jaime.
Happy to be here. Let's just do it. Area code 412. You're live on Third Phase of Moon. How are you doing today?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Doing good. Where are you
Is
calling
that
in
Rodney
from?
Dangerfield?
I'm calling from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Hey, I got no respect. Hey.
So you got a UFO story you want to share? Let's hear it.
Yeah, I've had experiences my whole life. My case was actually put in the free book on Beyond UFOs for medical healings, and but I've had experiences my whole life. I'm glad you're doing a information from the public to get to hear the different story.
Well, listen to the guy who's calling in. This isn't a kid. This is, I love it.
In the abduction. I've had experiences my whole life, mostly with what look like, I don't like to call them these things because it sounds prejudicial, but more like the mantid type being, seemed to be the main type, but I've had experiences with other types later on.
I know a few lizard people are going to be pissed at that one. Mantis.
I had
Mantis?
medical healings. I was taught how to heal myself by these beings.
Okay.
If
he says he's 20 million years old, I'm leaving ufology.
Had some very strong experiences around 1991, seeing physical ships popping up right in front of me, and then along with friends, one point I wanted to get into about these things, these being not negative experiences.
Sure.
As I want to explain one experience which could seem negative if not understood. But I had these can come in many different ways. Downloads, 3D visions, prophecies, different things like that. And I had an experience at one point where I was dreaming, and I was
this
in a
is
marriage
live
for
right now, guys.
21 years. I was in my yard playing with my daughter, and in this dream, this UFO shows up, and had 4 heads, like mechanical heads on it, and they were looking around and shooting beams down. And I ran to get my daughter, and I got hit in the back. And then I went through some type of different dimensional experience, which I won't go into because it's kind of down depth, but and which became later revelations. But what I understood that this experience, having your daughter, losing your daughter through that experience, which seemed very real. I later. Not much long later, my wife, I found out, was leaving me, and she was going to take my daughter. And here, this was a type of prophecy to let me know what I would be dealing with. And I've had later prophecies like this, personal prophecies, to show me what's going on in my life. So these stories, a lot of these stories can be told. If this was told in a different way, this would sound like a very negative story if somebody wanted to project it that way. I also have had healings with these beings, being taught how to heal myself. I was shown these flame letters on a ship one time. The mantis was holding me by my right elbow, showing me around. And there were these letters on the board, like where you would sit, and right there would be like what would look like a control board. But they were little cutouts, and they had these strange shapes, and they were lit up. And shown me some other things. I was shown a little hybrid, and I was speaking to a asset clinician at the time, and I guess the reason he put me in front of her was she looked up at me and telepathed to me. She said, "Shh, we told you a secret. Like, why are you telling this guy? You shouldn't be talking to people like this." But anyway, later on, I was looking into this stuff, and I find out flame letters. I started looking back into older things, and I find out that the Aramaic and Proto-Semitic glyphs before that, which turned into Hebrew, were called flame letters. And supposedly these letters came off the mind of God, which are ancient forms and frequencies and all. And when you work with these letters in a certain way with permutation, with a different type of correspondences and all this, these activate the phosphine flare patterns of the brain, which actually activate your atavic self or your ancient self, where you're tapping into more of your, I guess you can call Adam Cadman, or your original Adam, if you want to call it that, or your higher self, so to be. And as I was working with these, then you end up having more experiences. And I was taught how to bring divine light in, surrounding myself with light, and bring it down through my feet, activating chakras along the way, bringing it up around the body and back in, which later I find out is called, what is it, the rhombus donut? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do know that there's a lot of people lining up, so let's get to the point. What do you make of all this? It sounds like there's a connection with this language and these beings.
Well, yeah, and then later with the healings. I had healings with appendix. We were supposed to be ready to burst, and I healed. And I later had a brain tumor, which they said I wouldn't survive. It had a huge tumor with ganglia that wrapped around the pituitary and other things. And, you know, I did my exercises the being taught me, and the doctors they severed my pituitary, thyroid, hypothalamus, and 95% of my optic nerves. And I've had healing since then. They can't explain how my organs are working, and everything's reading normal, and I have a consciousness when I should be brain damaged. And all this came from my experiences with these beings, which are not negative.
I know that Travis Walton, when he was taken, he spoke about, the movie twisted it all. After we spoke with Travis Walton, he spoke that, like the movie, Hollywood, they twisted it, but now that he looks back at it, his abduction experience actually was a benefit. He had some health issues, and he came back with some, remedies for some of his severe health issues. I got Brent Cousins here, and I want to get his opinion in regards to this as well. Brent, what do you make of these visitations? Do you think there is a connection between healing and an alien abduction? Go ahead, Brent.
Yeah, absolutely. I do think there's a connection. Obviously, we have many witnesses that come forward that say there were actually some healing processes that were done after an alien abduction. I'm still wondering, is there any evidence from the medical field that there's papers that actually reveal this kind of miraculous recovery and leave doctors dumbfounded on what actually happened with their condition, their improvement? What's your thoughts, Blake?
Well, yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to ask the caller. So you say your doctor witnessed something like a miraculous healing. What did your doctor attribute this to? Did he consider this like a miracle?
Yes, my case is listed as miraculous, unexplainable. Preston Dennett interviewed me for the book, and I gave him the numbers of my endocrinologist and my PCP, and he spoke to them, and it's in the book. And they told him they can't explain how my organs are working or how I'm even alive. My endocrinologist tells me, Jimmy, all your readings are reading normal. She says, I can't explain how you've been speaking here, speaking to me with the consciousness that you have, let alone how your organs are working. She tells me, you live by will, which I know it's not will. I know why I'm alive. And so, yes, there is a record of this. And the doctors can't explain, how I'm functioning at all. And my IQ leapt from 130. My IQ leapt from 134 before the operation to 152 afterwards, going through all that trauma and healing and all that.
This is weird.
This is incredible, because now we have medical doctors coming forward saying this is a miraculous recovery after an experience, and there's no explanation for how this could be possible. We've heard of this before, like Travis Walton talked about it. We've had callers talk about their incredible
How weird is this? I had no idea what they were going to speak about tonight, and I just told you half hour ago how UFOs healed this woman. It was a little 3-inch UFO, man. This is unbelievable. See, this is why you take the calls, you listen to the public. The government stuff's fine. You want to listen to that? Great. Everything's a threat. We got to get them to sign this so we can see that, and we'll never see it anyway, this, that, and the other thing. It's always something. But when you listen to real people, no matter how crazy it sounds, like Kenneth Pass, this guy's story, talking about, now this is a lot different than the Kenneth Pass story. This one sounds like the guy really had an experience in my eyes. He didn't shoot Machu Picchu to pieces. You know what I mean? There's no grandiose. There's no... Well, it could be real. It could be fake. You never know. But we're opening up a whole can of I don't know what. Sometimes these stories make a lot of sense. Sometimes they don't. But isn't that what it's all about? Art Bell, and I said this a couple of days ago, had the vampire hotline. East of the Rockies, if you're a vampire. Time traveler hotline, west of the Rockies. Only west. Don't call if you're east of the Rockies. I'll have to hang up on you. Art Bell, if you're a shapeshifter. Come on, man. You love those stories. This is phenomenal stuff right here. I could listen to this stuff every now and then.
Healing after they
not every day.
Experience. They had issues, health issues, but it's gone after an experience. This is something extraordinary. You know, we're gonna, Jimmy, I think that's your name, Jimmy. We're gonna take down your information. Just hold on a little bit. Brent's gonna take down.
Oh my God! I when I paused it the first time, I got off on another tangent. Oh my God! I think this is the guy I worked with. I used to work with this guy. I knew that story and his voice. He's got a very distinct voice. That was in 2006 and 7-ish, around there. He would be about 70 now. Jimmy, I think that was his name. Oh.
The number. And we want to follow up on this, because if you have documented evidence in regards to...
I want to know where he lives.
This healing, this miraculous recovery, there's something there. And maybe we could do a mini documentary on you, Jimmy. What do you got to say about that?
I'm open to anything to
that's him.
Make a higher understanding of what's going on with this.
Right, Jimmy.
Cooperative effort.
All right, you're going to contact the guy. Well, you know, if you want, you can. There's about 20 minutes left, I think, of that show over there on Third Phase. I did want to play it because they said it was going to be an interesting first call, so I thought I would listen in. They said I could. Man. All right, so we're now going to move into Doc Skinner's interview yesterday. Doc Skinner is 1028 Productions on YouTube, and he had an interview with a whistleblower who says he is the former presidential detail Secret Service agent and talks about Nazis and UFOs. Doc Skinner gave permission for me to play this. I know you've been waiting for this. We did play the CIA guy before. Wow, what a night. A lot of secrecy. And then I'm going to tell you what the paradigm shift really is. You're going to freak out because you're not going to believe it. I know you won't. I know. I wouldn't. Here we go.
Exactly.
This is the guy who was on Doc Skinner, Doc Skinner's YouTube channel, 1028 Productions, last night. Whistleblower, President, Secret Service, UFOs, Nazis, giddy up.
Was haben Sie, Sieg Heil. But they lied about even Uncle Adolf. Uncle Adolf saw aliens in 1933 to 1936, just to say it for the record. You know, the Brotherhood of the Bell, Werner von Braun, Operation Paperclip, all these things. I've read books on him and UFOs since, God, 15 plus years ago, and I didn't want to believe it, but when I started reading into it, I go, oh my God. That means NASA, the deep state, since the 40s have been covering up the connections because they don't want you to have any kind of mental connection to Hitler for having these high-rated, high technological type weapons and having contacts with aliens before we did. In other words, we're trying to better and best everybody. No, we're the first ones. Roswell crash, 1947, right? Sorry, folks. It looks like maybe Uncle Adolf had contacts before we did, but we've got alien treaties. And if we've got alien treaties, you might want to suspect that maybe we're being lied to about our own government again. And they've got alien treaties everywhere.
Say it ain't
and
so.
thank you for mentioning that. Just last week, we did a special report on Third Phase of Moon, which is on YouTube, folks, and on Amazon, UFO Report. Check it out on Amazon Prime. You get to watch it for free. It's a new series. It's got 5 seasons. But we talked about this.
It is Wilford Brimley. It is.
I think it was last week, where the general in Israel, 4-star general.
Oh, yes.
The space division from 1998 to 2000, I think 11 or 12 or 18. And it was almost 20 years, 19 years.
Right.
And he came out publicly and said, aliens are amongst us. We have treaties with them, Israel and the U.S., and they aren't going to show themselves to us because we're not ready. Did you? I'll have to, if you haven't seen that, I'll try to send it to you after.
Yeah, I've got an alien. A black belt alien.
Nice.
Don't mess with this guy, okay?
I got this guy.
Oh yeah.
My friend Phoebe got this for me for my birthday.
We've got confirmation all over the place. They just don't want us to know about it. The government is even telling our own astronauts not to confirm things.
Right.
Hollywood is controlled by the CIA/deep state. Therefore, when they put out certain movies, they may be putting out some information that's correct. And when I watch a movie, I evaluate it differently than most people.
Thank you so much for saying that. My audience will tell you themselves, probably in the chat room. I do a lot of focusing on that, being in the entertainment industry for over almost 40 years. How I stayed in it. I was supposed to be a fighter pilot. I was supposed to go in the Air Force, like my father,
right.
my father and all that. And a year at the Marine Military Academy, I was like, I want to make people happy and entertained. So,
I forgot to tell you, I was Civil Air Patrol too.
Oh, okay.
My boot camp was at Edwards Air Force Base in the desert.
Oh, sweet.
See how much I forget? I forget more than I've got. I should expound on it'd be too long to read.
I get it, because once you've lived a certain length, I'm experiencing that where I'm like, oh yeah, that happened to me too. I totally forgot.
Right.
Sometimes that stuff was from last week because I'm so busy.
Exactly.
But, all right, so continue. Go on. I'm about to start digressing to.
No, you got me going too, because I'll get sidetracked a little bit. With all the confirmations, all the lies, astronauts are being told to lie. Go back to the old movie Hangar 18. That's a good reference. Those guys were ordered not to talk about what really happened. It's all covered up because they're trying to benefit from the secret projects. Now, I just did a radio show recently. We talked about it last night because we were having a fun talk last night.
That was. As in,
we should have recorded that and edited out something. It's always good in hindsight. If I get killed tomorrow, then you can use it, okay?
All right. I will. I promise.
The Howard Hughes connection, because I was going to do a regular show on Howard Hughes. I go, oh, come on, this is all the regular stuff. Everybody can watch the movies on Howard Hughes with Tommy Lee Jones or whatever, and Leonardo DiCaprio and all this stuff. No, I dug into stuff because of some other guy. I won't mention his name or his BS site, because he's trying to say, oh, I looked it up on a Google search and all I got was blanks. Well, you dummy. You shouldn't be on Google or Google search. It's an acronym. Oh, Google it. No, DuckDuckGo it. Use your security features. Go on other sites where you can look it up. I pulled up stuff on George Van Tassel. George Van Tassel is a place north of Joshua Tree, where I went to Contact in the Desert in 2017, just so I could see my buddy Clyde Lewis and a couple other people. And I saw Stephen Greer there. I saw Laura Eisenhower. I missed her because I didn't grab her quick.
I will see if I can set up an introduction. She's a friend of mine.
Yes, I want to talk to her. I want to get close and personal, really see her in person.
If someone could tag Laura, if they're friends with her, tag her on Facebook and let her know that message me and I could send her a link and we could bring her in. Any of those people, we could do that. So
yeah, I'm reading some of the comments here. Disappearance Flight 412, that's another one. But I'm sorry, Howard Hughes had a hang at Area 51. And I only recently found out about that because I was digging deep into this thing with Van Tassel. Van Tassel had the contact with the aliens since 1953. and was up north of Joshua Tree, about, I think it's 40 miles where Giant Rock is, in Landers. It's in the desert, so it's serious stuff. They didn't have telephones. They didn't have the closest law enforcement contact, let alone an ambulance, like 15 miles away. But Howard Hughes used to fly in there all the time. Great hamburgers, right? Great hamburgers by
Howard Hughes had a hangar at Area 51. He was a little unstable, wasn't he? Wasn't he a little bit unstable? He wasn't stable. Why would they let that guy be there? It's too many things I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is about this gentleman. I don't know enough about him. But he said Uncle Hitler earlier, Uncle Adolf. And the reason he said that, he's just playing on, little Uncle Adolf. People say stuff like that. I say, hey, little Uncle Richie knows everything. I'm joking around with my parents. Don't know why I say it. It's just something guys do. Just like women, they say Auntie M. Auntie M makes all the best pies. I got nothing on that. I don't know what I'm saying. All right. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Mr. DB Cooper 77. He says, happy holidays, everyone. Happy holidays to you, Mr. DB Cooper 77. We appreciate you. I can't believe the holidays are here. 1 week from today is Christmas. Can't believe it. Right? Isn't it the 25th? It's still on the 20th next Friday. Okay. I got worried. Then it's New Year's on the following Friday. Oh my God. Should we do it again? Remember last year? Wait, did we do that last year or was it 2 years ago? It was from 2018 to 2019. We did 8 hours and 45 minutes, right? Straight. Right through. I don't know if I can do that again. I'll think about it. Maybe we'll do a 12-hour. That would be kick-ass to do a 12-hour stream. I would have to have people coming in, keep me company every half hour. That means I got to start setting that up. Hey, when can you call? You think you'll be awake? Lots of good stuff that guy talked about. It's just, I don't know, man. Something about that guy. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know what I mean by it. He's almost not believable. I know he's telling the truth because Doc Skinner, wouldn't mess around like that. You know what I mean? He's just so casual about it. But he's a former presidential detail Secret Service agent. He's seen a lot of stuff. But why come out and talk about it? Isn't that dangerous? I guess it's not. So I told you the paradigm shift is happening. You've been waiting for it. Everybody says, oh, this big paradigm shift is happening. Everybody's into No, not everybody. Not everybody's into the lovey-dovey UFO thing. You want that to be the paradigm shift, I know, but it's not. I'm talking reality. The reality is this paradigm shift that's happening here. Yeah, here on GoofOn. It's not a joke. It's not me. I'm not the shift. I'm part of it. Third phase of Moon. Third phase. Dark Hour Paranormal. Doc Skinner. Spaced Out Radio. Alien Addict. Apollo Asteria, UFO Proof, even him. And there's a few more. Dr. J Radio. There's half of these, if not maybe 5 of those people, not including myself, have wicked contacts. Dr. J has contacts all the way up to the president. Okay? On the team. This team. Dr. J, you can see what he can do. He set up the UFO con things. You know what I mean? He's the guy who set up the disclosure cons. He's the one who made all the contacts. He knows enough people. He can get a hold of Bob Lazar in 2 seconds. And I'm not saying that's anything, that's like, oh, Bob Lazar. But you need to know people to get to Bob Lazar anyway. Did you just hear that explosion? Oh my God. Oh my God. Whoa. Neighbors are talking now outside. What was that? I hear them say. Did you guys hear that? Oh my God. It sounded like a blockbuster, something from like the 4th of July. But it was, whoa, it was loud. Too bad there wasn't a shockwave that would be caught right here, Okay, so to continue on with this paradigm, I'll get to the reason why it's a paradigm shift. And it's here. We have all different types of people with all different backgrounds who know all different things. Dark Hour Paranormal, Michael Roser's part of that. He's connected with that spiritual side, I think, more than any of us. I think Doc Skinner gets a little bit involved with that. I'm more of a nuts and bolts type of guy. Oh my God. That is not fireworks. That's an explosion of. Hold on a second. Can't see anything. Holy crap. And I'm not talking like a little explosion. It's like ba-boo. You can hear it reverberating through the valley. And I've never heard anything like it in all my years living here. 42 years. Never heard anything like it. So the paradigm shift. Can I say it now? Then if I move on to the next group of people, that would be the super twins, the Cousins brothers, who are at the hub of this. And I feel I'm close to that hub. I feel like I'm there, but they have the pull. These guys know how to make contacts. They have made them. You just saw, didn't he just say it? That working with Jaime Maussan and going to be on his weekly show, they're flying down or going to Mexico. I don't know when, maybe in a week, maybe next year, early in the year, but they're going down there to work things out with Jaime. Now, not only is Jaime Then we have Amazon. Amazon is flooded with third phase stuff, but it's called UFO Report. The UFO Report is on Amazon Prime. There's 50 episodes, 5 seasons. I'm on it. I think, Doc Skinner's on it, Apollo. I don't know. I don't think Michael's on it yet. He'll be on the next batch that goes out, Dark Hour. But because of what we're doing on third phase, that's going to go there, and we'll be on Prime. So we're taking Prime. We've got the largest UFO channel, which is third phase. Okay, that covers YouTube, Prime, and Mexico. And I can't tell you the other thing, the details, but let's just say we're taking Europe. All of it. It's not even a joke. The paradigm shift is here. It's here. You're at the paradigm shift. You're at paradigm shift headquarters. Because of all the stuff that we're doing and all the research that's happening behind the scenes, what's coming out, and you've seen what's come out. You've seen what we brought you. You've seen Paula Asteria interviewing Linda Moulton Howe, Dr. Greer, Christopher Peters. Me and Doc Skinner did the Sholo sighting. And we were going to do the Petrodox rock, but the guy canceled at the last minute. Dr. Greer, we interviewed him. We were doing other stuff for third phase of Moon and our own channels. Dr. J has contacts like you wouldn't believe. He can get anybody to talk to. So, you want to say disclosure's on the way. You can say it's more on the way here than it is with the government. Because we're going to be bringing you the people that don't want to hide their stories behind a government shield. They want to come out and they want to show you the S on their chest for super paranormal person. I've had an experience and I want to share it. You heard the phone call tonight from third phase of Moon. These people have real stories. We're going out and talking to them. We're going to bring them to you. And they're also going to be on every platform possible. Jaime Maussan's the largest. 1 out of every 2 families? I think that's what he said, right? In Mexico, watch Jaime Maussan. Can you imagine if 150 million people watched us and knew who we were? And for anybody who's listening who has been tapped on the shoulder and said, you want to be a part of this? I suggest you become a part of it. I highly recommend it. Not everybody, there's only so many people that will be in this circle, I guess, because, it's hard to keep track of everything. But if you're in Canada or you're in New York or you're in Brazil and you got a story, guess what? It's going out to the largest 3 places on the continent, U.S., Europe, and Mexico. Pretty much. China, forget China. China will steal our shit. China. Let me talk to China. I'll talk to China. China. You know what I mean. We're going to cover half the globe. That's wicked. That's a paradigm shift. Don't you think? That's a paradigm. I would have never thought. Ever. And let me tell you something. This is weird. You want to talk about synchronicity, and you want to talk about coincidence, you want to talk about how life really works. I know for a fact, when you do the right thing, good things happen back to you. Now, third phase of Moon, I wasn't a big fan of for a long time. I never hated them. I just hated the fact that these videos, these awful videos, were being touted as real UFOs. But talking to them and understanding where they were in the very beginning, I understand. They're not doing anything different now other than they're not letting that crap back into their lives again. And at one point, I guess you could even say it seemed like they didn't even care what was being posted. At least that's what I thought. But they talked to each other, I guess, and thought, we better turn this ship around. They're getting a lot of hate. I was one of them. Not that I would go out directly talking to them and annoying them on their channel. I don't know if I've ever gone on to Third Phase of Moon and left a bad comment. I may have early on, but I had my own show and I said my own things. And I said a lot of bad things about a lot of good people, but those people weren't doing good things, and I thought I had the right to say that. Times have changed. I have changed. Third Phase of Moon has changed. And the weird thing about this is, it seems like they changed and I changed around the same time. And one night, Dave Scott and I were talking about them, a video they had up, and they called in. They were in the chat room first, but then people were like, just call in. And I was like, all right. And we talked for almost, I think, 2 hours on the show. And it was interesting. It was friendly. I said, what? You know, I asked them all the questions I wanted to. I never spoke to them before. And I don't even know if they knew about me. Because they don't really, I don't know, they care about what people say, but back then I don't think they cared. I think there was so much hate that they probably didn't want to see it. I don't know. But the weird thing is, when they called, it changed something. And then a few months later, we talked privately. I don't even know how that could have happened. I think it's so strange because of the way I hated what they were doing so much, but I always thought they were super talented with the camera. I could see that. You all can see that. And it was intriguing to hear the why they did and what happened and what they went through. And, you know, you learn a lot about somebody that you had no idea what was going on behind the scenes. Anyway, to make a long story short, that's when the paradigm shift started in this little group, I think, because they, even before they contacted me, were already talking to people who were very angry with them. And they wanted to let people know we're changing. They started it. When Tyler was gone, Tyler wasn't even gone yet, and they started reaching out to all the people who hated them. And they're like, ask us anything you want. We'll tell you why. We'll tell you this. We'll be honest with you. We want to change. We understand what happened. Look, it's a learning process. It was for all of us. I'm not the same person I was 6 months ago. You could even say that. And you want to know something? When you do something you shouldn't do, and when you act a certain way you shouldn't be acting, it gets tiring. I don't know how Alex Jones could keep that type of level of, well, I think he's a manic whatever. I think the guy's got a screw loose, but for me, I don't know. You know, you have life experiences and things get old after a while. You know, things change. The world's changing around you, and if you don't change with it, people are just going to chew you up and spit you out. And I saw the writing on the wall. I changed. I said, well, maybe I can, maybe I can do more with sugar than I can with spice. Because I tried doing the sugar thing early on. I tried to be nice to people who I said, look, man, you know, looks like you videotaped a balloon. I see what looks like a string. Maybe I'm wrong. It ain't a string. You don't know what you're talking about. You're a jerk. Now, back then, people could say a lot of things. I'll kill you. One guy said he was going to rape my wife and skin my dog, whose name is Robert Thorson, by the way. Yeah. I don't give a shit. That guy's an asshole. He is a compulsive liar. And I'll say it. Robert Thorson said he was going to rape my wife. and skin my dog, and I'll watch. That's the kind of level of insanity that comes with taking a chance and telling somebody they're not seeing Bigfoot on your neighbor's doorstep. That triggered the guy into an insane tirade. He's in Fresno, called the police on me in Arizona while I was sleeping. I didn't know what was happening. Somebody said, "You won't believe this. Robert Thorson's doing a live stream and he's got your name. He's talking about you and the cops are at his house." I'm like, what? The cops are like, "Where are these people that are annoying you?" "Oh, one's in Arizona. Oh, one's in California." "So they're not here in Fresno?" "Well, no, nobody's here in Fresno. I'm just saying they said these things." "We got to go, Robert." The cops are like, "We got to go." It's like they called him by his first name. They've been there so many times. So there's a lot of that stuff that's in the past, but not a lot of people know about. And it's nice to be a part of a team that wants the same thing. We could all look out for each other. This is a team effort. I can't do whatever I want to do without them. They can do it without me. They can. I think they would do better off without me, but that's just me. I don't know, man. I've got a complex. I still have it all those years. I'm like, nobody likes me. I say it all the time. It's true. But this is the paradigm shift. Dave Scott has got a nice platform going, if you haven't noticed. Have a lot of great guests, huge shows. I mean, huge. 200 in a show. I mean, forget about it. So he's being watched. We're all being watched too. Whether you want to know it or not. All your comments, people know who you are. They know you. They do. This is the paradigm shift. It's weird. Because imagine, I just can't imagine Jaime Maussan watching us do what we do and have all or half of Mexico sitting there like this. That's happened in America? Well, that sounded like, I don't know what. Hey, Luis, hey, Jaime, that's not how we talk, my friend. They are going to be watching on Amazon. They're going to be watching in Europe and in America. I don't even want to say it, because if I say it, I'll create it. Let me just not think negatively. I was kind of on the mind thought of like, I can't have nice things. You know. I'm going to say it. Anytime something good happens, something bad happens. Let's just hope that doesn't happen. But Third Phase literally is that channel, that sister channel of Third Phase of Moon, is the fastest growing UFO channel right now. I'm not sure if it's slowing down yet. I think we're still getting a bunch of subscribers on there, right? We got like 3,000 in a couple weeks. That's the Third Phase of Moon effect, but people still have to go there. They still have to subscribe and like it. This is a good time. I don't know what you guys think. I don't know. If you're okay with it, there's nothing I can tell you other than that I'm not going to change. You know, I'm still going to be me. We're still going to have goof on. It's just we're doing other stuff. And it helps everything out. And it's fun. I'm having a lot of fun making these videos for me and Third Phase. Now, Third Phase, you've seen a lot of me and Michael Rozier from Dark Hour Paranormal. But there will be everybody else on the panel going there, making videos, we hope. I know Michael's going to be making some videos. There's a certain quality that we have to maintain. So, you know, that's just the way it is. And I don't know what else to say. Hey, Easy Beast 144 with the $2.99. Is that a, what do they call that? A llama? A lira? It's a super sticker that says fist pump. Fist pump. And it's a turkey, a chicken. It's a green chicken. Well, thank you very much. Nice super chats today. Thank you so much, everybody. That was really nice. What time is it? Oh, it's almost time? I never talk. Look, the paradigm shift, and I'm not even making it up. It's right here on GoofOn. Third Phase of Moon, Third Phase, Dark Hour Paranormal, 1028 Productions, Dr. J Radio Live, Spaced Out Radio, Paula Asteria, and I can't think of anybody else, but we're going to be taking over Mexico, right? Jaime Maussan, come on. He's going to be posting all the stuff we got, all the stuff we've been doing. He's going to be posting it. And the Europe thing and Amazon. That's huge. That is a paradigm. That's literally a takeover. Don't you think that's amazing? Forget the deflate.org with Tim McShillen. What do you care about what he's doing? It's nice to talk about the threats, and we'll always talk about the military stuff as well because it's part of the conspiracy. It's part of it. The tic-tac, the gimbal, the go fast. Yeah, you know what I call them? Blurry, fuzzy, and who gives a shit? I mean, seriously. It's like Inky, Blinky, and Sue. They mean nothing. Those videos mean absolutely nothing. What those videos mean is more in what is being said about them than what's being shown to us. See, that's what they're doing over there at the old government. They're telling us the truth, but showing us the lie. So it makes us wonder, why would they not give us detail, but tell us about detail? Because that's the game. They're buttering us up right now, man. They're buttering us up for the next decade of lies and deceit. That's why Tim McShillen is here. To put a kibosh on what TTSA has done a lot of good for ufology. They brought us to mainstream media like nobody's business. They've done a lot of good, but they've done a lot of bad. Do you see what I mean? Do you see? Do you see? They always do good. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. That's the way it always has been with the government. How can you believe anything that TTSA is doing when they have each and every person that worked in secret UFO programs, ATIP, OSAP, whatever? That's the guys. And then they make a little hub on Twitter, right? Everybody gets around the campfire at Twitter headquarters and they talk about Tim McShillen and how he used to battle aliens, right? I was in an F-18. I used to battle all the aliens. They look just like balloons. You wouldn't believe it. They pop so easy. They give you something. Oh, look at this. We're 1 step closer to disclosure with this. Nope. Now we're 2 steps back. Hey, Mr. DB Cooper 77 with the $5 super chat. He says, "Happy holidays, cousins." The fist bump. That's for you, Third Phase of Moon. Welcome to the paradigm shift. Capiche? You're here. You're along for the ride now. You can't leave me. I'm begging you not to go anywhere. Just give it a chance. Look how far we've come in 6 months. It's not even the same. Everything's different. I don't even know who I am anymore. But I tell you what, I like where I'm going. I like the change. I'm not afraid of it. I welcome the change. I welcome to be a better person. I'm still going to freaking judge the shit out of you, though. I can't. I have to. I can't let. You know what I can't let. You know. Yep, I hear it too. I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight. GoofOn appreciates you. Super chatters and moderators, thank you so much. Very generoso. Mucho generoso. We'll be back tomorrow night, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, right here. Tomorrow night's going to be fun. Third phase, we got a few videos. Tonight, I'm making one. It'll be up in a few hours. And then guess what? Mr. DB Cooper with 77 with another $5 super chat that says, Happy Holidays, Dark Hour Paranormal. You're a good man, Mr. Generoso 77. Newcomers and veterans alike, thank you very much for hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow, as you just heard. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. Don't forget to check out Third Phase in a few hours. If you ain't looking out, you ain't looking out. Welcome to the paradigm shift, everybody. Have a good night. Get out of here. Come on. Whoop. Yeah. Ha ha ha. Oh, that is beautiful. Thank you, Grimwitch. Grimwitch for the music and GoofOn emblem here. Really nice. Okay, I'll be quiet. Good night, everybody.